congrats on this. How great that you're involved in it for season two.
Thank you. I think it's great too. It's been a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
I bet. I bet. So let's unpack that first initially before we move on to other things. How did it feel coming in and taking over from a showrunner that was there? And what tone did you guys have in mind for this season specifically, or you personally that you wanted to set?
Well, it was a lot of fun jumping onto a show that I was already a fan of. And the goal was to continue that really boundary pushing tone that was established in season one, that kind of fearlessness, the social commentary, and then also that really kind of scary mystery storytelling. And then with season two, we had the challenge of adding to it motherhood because both our actress and our character had a new baby to contend with. And then really wanting to kind of start a new mystery story this season. So, really continuing the tone, but then also give us a brand new mystery story that could be an engine pulling us through the season.
Wow. I love these. Thank you for that. I love these characters and I love the way that things are kind of unfolding here in season two, which is great. How many seasons do you think this can go on? I think this is such a fascinating show.
Well, I don't really see a limit at this point. I can promise you that we had plenty to do this season in 8 episodes. We were sort of packed with comedy stories, romantic comedy stories, and a mystery story. And we do promise that it comes to a very satisfying conclusion, but then we're also able to kind of tease a whole new mystery that could bring us back for another season. So I don't see why
Right,
we couldn't continue that.
right, right. I love that. Do you feel in any way, I mean, I love your shows. We love your shows, Desperate Housewives, about a boy, all these things that you've done. Physical, marvelous. I mean, do you think this show somehow connects to Desperate Housewives thematically in a way, sort of like a twist on Desperate Housewives with a kind of modern day post-podcast true crime era bent?
I do. I thought a lot about my time on Desperate Housewives in crafting the show this season. With that show, it really started with that sharp commentary coming from, women who had the seemingly perfect life on the surface, and then there was a lot of darkness underneath. So it's really playing in that same territory. And then also that balance of mystery stories, friendship stories, and romance is definitely, the same kind of it's the same kind of approach that we have with Based on a True Story. Yeah, so it was helpful experience to bring to this new story.
I get that. I get that. You've worked, or you've had, a lot of great people that have starred in your shows. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if there's something unique you've learned either about life or yourself from any of those co-stars, maybe Rose Byrne, Chris Messina, Kaley.
Yeah. Oh, so much. I think as a writer, we live in our brains and in our fantasies, we hide behind computer screens. And so getting to work with really wonderful actors is it's just a great collaboration, because I think with someone like Rose Byrne, the fearlessness and I really see that in Kaley Cuoco as well. This is somebody who's got enormous comedic gifts and is so easy to underestimate. She's because she's such a great actor, she makes it look easy and natural. But in fact, there's just enormous hard work and discipline and dedication in what she does. So I have a huge admiration for it. And then with Chris Messina, the same. He's been somebody who has worked in great independent films. And then also, we love him in network comedies, broad network comedies. So, just that range of abilities and experience, it's really inspiring.
I love that. Thank you for that. Well, I have to ask, what is the best thing that we can expect, or what can you tell us at this point about Imperfect Women with Elizabeth Moss and Kerry Washington, which I think people are excited about?
Yeah, so with that project, I'm getting to do tell another kind of female-driven, complex story about friendship and with a great kind of thriller engine inside it. So that's something I'm, just at an earlier phase in, but excited to get to continue to develop and explore.
Thank you for that. Well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you, and congrats on this. It's really a great new season.
Thank you so much.